had that.
It is recording.
Guess who's back?
Guess who's
You
back?
think?
I guess green is the color of the day.
This is gray.
Greens, grays, greens.
This is brown.
Your hat
is yeah, my hat is green. I know my hair's not done, so I had to throw something on it. How are you guys doing?
It's been a minute. We've been through some shit.
When's
Y'all have been missing us.
When's the last time we were on?
Ooh,
go back and look, but it's been a minute, and the people have been hollering at me, and I'm sure as with the rest of you, as like, when are y'all fitting to do another podcast? And here we are. And I got my glass old wine with some ice cubes in it. Sorry, I am who I am. I like my wine cold.
April 29th, 2025. 2025.
Almost a year?
That's almost a year.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's just disrespectful.
That's crazy.
Well, I'm glad to see you guys.
I'm glad to
Hi,
see
ladies.
you. Hi.
Lots to talk. I mean, first of all, so much stuff is going on in the government, with the country, with our
personal lives. Let's not get it twisted.
Grandbaby.
Shahida got a new grandbaby.
He's so cute. He's so cute. He's a little angel, little nugget.
He's adorable. He's adorbs. You know,
and my oldest grandbaby, he is like tearing it up on the basketball court now.
Really?
First of all, the difference in his play from last year to this year, phenomenal. And he doesn't think it's because of good coaching. And I'm trying to tell him it's because of good coaching. Before, all you wanted to do was shoot. You didn't know nothing about like guarding. You was like a plant on a basketball court. Just like now you're all over, you're stealing. The other night, he stole the ball, grabbed it down from the hoop. You know my baby's little. Grabbed it down, ran full court, did the prettiest layup, was fouled, and then made the foul shot.
Nice.
My boy.
Go ahead, D. Tell D. We love him.
Mm-hmm. And then my girl, she's 11 now. She's a bossy diva. A bossy diva.
I'm telling you, these kids are growing up quick. And because Chris, your great nephew, is how old now?
He's 4.
He's 17.
He's the size of a 6-year-old.
And he's taller. He's taller than his grandmother. Sorry, Ness. Well, he's up there. He's like damn near up to her shoulders.
He is long.
I, on the other hand, I've just been, just here doing the most. Did some renovations in the house. We're up to our eyeballs in snow right now because Shahida and I just went through the bomb genesis of Rhode Island and Massachusetts and all of the Northeast. And I am grateful that I did not lose a speck of electricity. My mother lost her electricity and it just came on today. She had no electricity since Monday night and it just went on like 3 hours ago.
Oh, that's awful. How was she doing?
She was good. The good thing, well, unfortunately, I couldn't get down there because the roads were all closed off. Like the plows came and they plowed one time on her street and then didn't come back. So the guy that usually plows her driveway and, shovels her deck and all of that, he couldn't even get over there. But her other neighbors were like, we got you. So they were like bringing her food. Like she always has like food in the fridge and stuff. And it's cold. So nothing in the fridge is going to spoil because it's freezing. But she has a fireplace. So she has a fireplace and she's like, I didn't want to like risk of leaving like a log in the fire when I went to bed. So
do you have a generator?
I don't. No.
Costco sells them, by the way.
My parents have a big generator, and you know what? They hadn't used it in so many years. My father fired it up, did not work.
What?
He was, I mean, but they didn't lose power, thank goodness. But he was just like maybe having it sit there all that time, because we usually don't lose power or have any storms, but it did not work.
Check it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to say I'm not going to invest in a generator anytime soon, because I'm probably not going to be in my house that much longer to put that money into the generator. So
that's Gaga's furniture.
Oh, cool. Lovely. Oh, I love that. That you could tell that's a Scandinavian design.
Yes, it is. That's gorgeous. Hi, Gaga.
The house is
this above my head is a Gaga original. I love it. It's in my office.
I know. So, I didn't get anything, but it's okay.
Gaga.
I said I didn't get anything.
Well, maybe Chris will send you one of those chairs.
Probably not.
Chris, do you need 2 Scandinavian chairs?
It looks like it's a whole setup right there.
So what y'all been watching?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I have started.
Oh, you want to? I'm sorry. You want to talk about the Tourette's thing?
Well, we can talk about that first. The BAFTAs playing in our face.
Then I read today that what's the director's name, first of all, for people who
Ryan Coogler.
No. The director that actually yelled out the Tourette N-word.
He's not the director. He's based on his life.
I thought he was the person that movie was based on his life.
Okay. So I thought that he was a director or something. So no, so he did the movie. All right. So I read it.
Yeah, the guy who won Best Actor has played him. The one who won Best Actor played a guy with Tourette's, and he was the guy with Tourette's. He played.
So the guy the guy that yelled out the slur was the guy whose the movie was made about. Okay.
So
the actor that
I don't know why I thought it was the
actor was the actor that played this guy. So that's why that guy was in the audience, because he, the movie was based about his life. My only issue is, here's my thing. The only issue is I thought that the BAFTAs, I've never watched, I'm going to be honest with you, I've never watched a BAFTA award ceremony ever. But I heard that they...
Well, for those who don't know, BAFTAs is like the Academy Awards for Britain.
For Britain, yeah. And I heard it was recorded. So
it was 2 hours before.
Yeah. So there was a delay there. So there was another actor that won and was talking about what's going on in the world today, and then said Free Palestine. They edited that out. But my issue is, why didn't they edit that derogatory, that slur for him saying the N-word? Because apparently he didn't do it. That wasn't the one time that he didn't do it just once with Delroy and Michael B. Jordan. He did it 3 times.
But it also came out that they edited a homophobic slur towards Alan Cummings, and that was edited out.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, the Tourette's guy said it?
Yes. That just came out today. That the BBC edited that out, that homophobic slur, but did not edit the N-word out.
Yeah.
And again, if you have Tourette's and that's a tick, I get it. But it just seems awfully racist for your tick to be the N-words towards only Black people.
Well, right? I did a little research on it, and there's a Black girl who has Tourette's, and she was talking about it. It's called colorophobia, something like that.
Yeah, I forgot I forgot how to pronounce it, but yes.
If you can get triggered by, if you hear it, or if it's not necessarily in your lexicon, but when it's quiet and it's like that, it can even come out even more. But
she said, and I think she said something about you stressing so much on not saying certain things could trigger it to happen. But why are you stressing so much on not saying the N-word, sir? Or homophobic slurs? And again, if that's your take, okay, I accept that. Shame on BBC. But your apology was crap.
Yeah.
Your
Yes.
apology was crap. It was not sincere. It was like, this is who I am. And no direct apology, like my sincerest apology to these men. I do not feel that way. Blah, 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 blah. Nope, none
He
of
was
that.
like, if it offended some people, I'm sorry. It's like, what do you mean if?
No, I think,
And then the whole Google thing. You saw the Google thing?
No. Oh,
Google,
yeah, I did.
Yeah, they said that Google said, you know, if you want more information, Google's like, if you want more
Found
information
out.
about, I was like, what?
listen, it could have been handled. It could have been handled so much better. First of all, they could have edited out. If they edited everything else out, they could have edited that out. And then we wouldn't be having this conversation. It would have been online, obviously. People would have been talking about it, but it wouldn't have been this big. I think immediately after that happened, whoever came on next, or if whatever the next award was going to be, I think someone should have come out and at least made a statement and said, we apologize for the insulting words that have been said. Unfortunately, obviously, it's, you know, due to, explain it, do something.
Well, Alan Cumming,
Acknowledge it.
supposedly he did say something, but
But
it wasn't
good enough.
It wasn't.
Yeah. But even after the show, like his non-apology, I mean, it could have been handled so much better. And he should, I mean, look, he has Tourette's. He's still an able, functioning human being. He should have at least, or his people should have at least set something up with the actors, you know, Delroy, Michael B. Jordan, and the other two Black actors that were on stage, and had a little private meeting where they could kind of talk about it, and, you know, he can apologize to them. I don't need his apology, but he should have at least, there should have been at least a formal apology to them.
Have you ever seen the Delroy Lindo clip he did in the show? He was doing a show, and he's on a panel.
No, he did an interview. He did an interview with a local news station, and that the reporter kept. You talking about that? Where the reporter was like, "Oh, they say the N-word in rap music and everything."
And you want to say it so bad?
Like,
say it.
And say it.
That was in a show, though. That wasn't real.
Oh, I thought that was an actual interview.
No. That was on a TV show.
Oh, I missed that one.
If you want to say it, go ahead, say it.
Yeah.
No, you saw the clip, but you just didn't know that it was actually part of a show.
I saw the clip. I didn't know it was a part of a show. I thought it was an actual interview that he did.
So, just another one of the things that's going on with Black folk. I'm just tired of like, and I always make it seem like it's like you're standing you're at the zoo and you're standing in front of a chimp cage, and the chimp throws shit at you, and you're like, oh man, why would you do that? And then he just keeps throwing shit, and after a while you're like, it's like, you know what? Can you just stop? Can you just stop? You know, after a while you just put.
But sooner or later you just punch the damn ape because you're just so sick and tired. There's no more excuses for white people, honestly. It's like generation after generation after generation, and you keep raising these absolute racist kids, and it just turns into racist adults. It just is nonstop. But how we react to it I think has changed, because before we were all about, okay, we have to educate them. We have to, but I can't educate you on how to treat me like a human being. I treat you like a human being. You know what racism is. And this whole thing about, oh, I didn't know. They know 101%. I just read yesterday that, what was it? Indiana, they want to get rid of Juneteenth. Is it one of Indianapolis? Get rid of Juneteenth and bring back, okay, it was Iowa, and bring back, Christopher Columbus Day. Because this is part of our heritage, our history. He didn't even discover America. We know this now. This is, so the lie continues, whereas the actuality of slaves being freed did happen. did happen,
Right.
and that is a part of American history. But you want to live off a fairy tale that you created about this man who came here and raped and brutalized the people that were already here, raped and brutalized. So that's what you want to honor, not the slaves who were raped and brutalized by, you know, slave masters, but you want to Christopher Columbus. Disgusting. So
Well,
they
that's
know
sad.
100%, and I think it's our duty now is not to coddle them anymore.
No.
All that coddling and trying to teach them about X, Y, and Z, no, that's done. You know, you deserve a punch in the throat.
Well, here's the thing. We're talking about, they wanted to get Iowa, they wanted to get rid of Juneteenth. They're talking about things, and it comes like right.
The guy was like, that wasn't even it was even a holiday 5 years ago.
Because you didn't know about it.
Because nobody wants to learn nobody wants to teach proper history. Or we're not allowed to teach proper history. But I mean, it goes back to even last night. It's like the State of the Union. I didn't watch it because I was like, I'm not. But obviously, you know, I'm on social media, and not once. What do you expect when they don't even acknowledge the killing of American citizens in the street? Like, you would have thought they would at least acknowledge, you know, the two folks that were killed in Minnesota. They don't care.
No.
And the fact that the Dems, literally, there were Dems that, you know, boycotted, but at that moment, all of them Dems should have stood up and walked out, or they should have just never went in the first place. It's time. We need a new playbook. Like, we can't
the
continue.
5 Supreme Court justices, 5 of them didn't come too.
Yeah, there was only 3. There was only, I think it was, there was only 3 of them that showed up.
Roberts, the woman,
Amy, what's her name?
Amy Barrett.
No, it was 4. It was Roberts, Kavanaugh, Amy Coney Barrett, and then the only one liberal, which was what's her name?
Ellen.
Kagan was there.
Okay,
that was it. The rest of them didn't show, or whatever. I'm not sure.
I didn't watch, but I did see one clip about how he talked about the Dems and said these people are ruining our country, which we all expect. But again, the one thing is true about Trump is that he's the most degrading president we've ever had. You do not talk about American citizens, no matter what party that they come from. So what he's doing is riling up his base again, because now in their head, they're like, our own president is saying that you are ruining this country. And even though most of the political attacks have come from their side to their side, but it gets people angrier instead of looking at, one, they're all pedophiles. Did anybody ask for those Epstein files? Because that should have been, you know, part of it. But it's like he has opened up the nastiness that has been that party for decades. And I'm glad people are starting to see it a little bit more. And then again, we've coddled Republicans so many years, you know, let's have, like, you know, discourse. That's why Schumer and what's the face? Jeffries needs to go, because they are not built for this moment.
No,
they are.
Well, I saw something on Instagram. A woman was talking about that the anti-rally that was outside.
Yeah, I watched that. I watched about an hour of that. Yeah.
How was that? I didn't know about that.
Good. I mean, they had a good. I was flipping. I went from I was on my phone, and I was flipping between Don Lemon was live, like he had like his panel, and they were live chatting the actual State of the Union, but they had it in the background, so it wasn't like you could always hear the president. But the people's State of the Union, I was flipping between Midas Touch and Joy Reid was live streaming that, and it was good, but it was basically you know, the senators and the Congress people that boycotted the actual State of the Union, they were out there and they were just, everybody was just giving speeches one by one, one by one. It was good. So I did about an hour each. So I did about 3 hours. And then obviously was looking at some of the talking points afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, back to the actual State of the Union, it's just like, why something needs to change. Like the good old days is over. Like there's no going back. Been over, but there's no going back. So like for Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries to say, act accordingly or don't cut up or what have you, those days are dead and gone. It's time to do something different.
And I like that. What's it called? Have the
my God, Al Green. Al Green was like, black people are not apes, and they threw him out. Literally, physically walked him out after that.
And then what? And did the other Democrats? They just sat there.
Yep, and
they didn't walk out.
It was
That's
at
the second
that
time that happened.
Yeah,
because he got thrown out the first time.
They had two. Yeah, the last State of the Union, he got thrown out. Remember, he had his cane and he was cussing, and they put him out. This time, when the president came down the aisle, he literally was right there, and he was like, "Shroom."
I think he should have said something about the Epstein files. I think that would have hit much harder. I mean, what his statement is true. We don't need to even state that. But where's the Epstein files? That should have been what all the Democrats had. Yeah. They should have had buttons about the Epstein files.
They did.
Okay.
The women had buttons that said release the files or release the Epstein files or something.
Stop protecting pedophiles. That's what it should have
been. But something was blacked out. So it said release the Epstein files. I don't know if Epstein was blacked out. I don't know. You could look it up online.
Yeah.
But that was the first moment when he pulled the black people are not apes. And Steve Scalise was walking next to the president. And Al Green pulled it out, and Steve Scalise tried to lunge to grab it, and Al Green was like, "Nope, whoop, nope, nope." And then when the president went up, when the president went up to the dais, Al Green kept putting it up, and one of the Trumpers, Republicans, came and tried to grab it, and Al Green was like, "Nope, not gonna happen." And it was at that moment where before Trump started speaking, they took him out. That was the moment that I was like, all of the Dems that are sitting there need to stand up and walk out with him.
Yep.
That was point one.
And yelled as they were leaving, release the Epstein files or whatever you want to say.
They had Epstein survivors up in the balcony with the people that they invite. They were up in the balcony. It should have been at that moment that all the Dems should have stood up, hollered, screamed, acted a fool, and those Epstein survivors up in the balcony should have done the same thing, talking about release all of the files.
It should have been
you're protecting pedophiles, all of you are pedos. I would have showed up and showed out.
Why be there?
Exactly.
Why be there and sit? Because the man is just gonna lie and say the most derogatory things about Dems or just Americans in general. Why be there? And I would have done exactly what you said. That's what.
And they didn't throw. What's her name? Marjorie Taylor Greene, when she was yelling stuff. Remember, she was yelling stuff.
She didn't get thrown out
last year. Yep. Nope. Nope. Her and Lauren Boebert were up, hooting and hollering, pointing the finger, standing up, doing this and that,
consistently yelling at Biden, and Biden was giving it back. But anyway, can we talk about something else?
Wait, the second thing I want to talk, and then we can change the subject. The second point where they should have all gotten up and left and acted an absolute complete fool is because this is when I was watching Don Lemon and it was happening, and someone on Don Lemon's panel, because they had it muted. It was like a split screen, and I was watching Don Lemon in his panel, and then on the other screen was the actual State of the Union, and somebody was like, you gotta unmute and go live because it's popping off over there. Was when Trump started talking about the Somalian fraud thing in Minnesota. And he literally was like, get him out. And he would just went on some whole racist tirade on it. And
what's her name?
Ilhan Omar was like, but you murder Americans in the street. She kept yelling at her and the other one from Michigan.
Good for her.
I keep forgetting her name. But they were yelling at him and he's like, you're disgusting. Get out of here. I mean, it was just like going back and forth. But Ilhan Omar was holding true. She was like, you killed American people in the street. And that's when those Republicans started getting up and they're like, USA, USA, USA. And I was just like, that was the actual other moment that I was like, Democrats,
where are you? They should have been backing them up.
Get up. Like at that moment, all of y'all should have got up. Ilhan Omar should have.
What did Jeffries and Schumer do when this was all popping off?
Jeffries, I mean, they didn't show Jeffries, but they showed Schumer, and Schumer was slumped in his chair with,
I hate them.
Like he always does. They need to be primaried and they need to be thrown the fuck out.
I think they are.
It's time for a new change, new guard. It's done. And Jeffries is a young man. He's of our age, but
he's bought and paid for. AIPAC. Yeah, I don't want to hear not one more Republican or Democrat talk about how their allegiance is to Israel. They're getting all our damn money, and yet our children are not getting free education. Our children are not getting free health
insurance, education, stipends, like
living great. Living great. Housing, that's not a third world country.
And our people are over here, robbing people,
starving and dying,
and being killed by our own government.
That part. We are an occupied state. I will say it. The United States is an official occupied state, and if the Democrats need to step up and do something, or we're done. We're done.
We need more Mandami.
We need more Mandamis. We need more AOCs. We need more Ayanna Presley's, more progressive,
more Jasmine. Oh yeah.
Listen to me, Jasmine.
Because he just got his picture taken with her.
Texas needs to step the fuck up and do the right thing, and Jasmine needs to be up in there. I love me.
Next Tuesday is the primary.
Yeah.
Next Tuesday.
It's gonna be big.
All right. Enough of that. So, as far as what we're watching outside of the political stuff, I don't really want to talk about it. I'm just giving references. And unless you if you guys, folks out there, want something good to binge, I binged The Lincoln Lawyer, which is really good. I've been told that it was a really good show like a while ago when it first started. It's 4 seasons now. The 4th season just dropped. So I binged over the past 2 weeks, seasons 1, 2, and 3. Really good show. I recommend you watch it. Also, the new season of Paradise is out on Hulu with Sterling K. Brown. The 3 season premiere episodes of season 2 dropped on Monday, and yeah, it's good. I think it's good. I caught up on Cross. I watched the 1st season of Cross, and I'm caught up on season 2. I love the 1st season. I was obsessed with the 1st season. Season 2, I'm kind of like, let's see where this goes. I also, the new season of Shrinking on Apple is out with Jason Segel.
Really?
I freaking love that.
I love the first
show.
Second season, I saw like 2 episodes, and I was like,
"No,
You have to continue. You have to continue. If those first 2 didn't do it for you, I promise you, but it's so good. It's like Abbott Elementary. Every season is just as good as the one before it.
I would have to say to you right now, and please, people, don't kill me, but I think Shrinking is way better than Abbott Elementary. I love me some Shrinking. Shrinking literally tugs. It takes me all through the emotions. Abbott Elementary is funny and feel good and stuff, but when I tell you Shrinking, it's like I'm like, I love me some Shrinking. I love it. Great
I
cast.
love it. I love it, but I wouldn't say, for me, it's not better than Abbott. I would
Yes, for
say,
me,
but I get what you're
I'll
saying
take
about
that
like
over.
all the emotions, because it's like with the soccer one. What was that one? Very sweet. You always kind of walk
Ted
away.
Lasso.
Yeah,
Ted
it's like
Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
The
You
next
walk
season.
away after watching it and you just feel like, oh, that was just.
And I don't know how many seasons you watch, Chris, but the guy from Ted Lasso that played the angry British soccer player, he's
Brett.
in Shrinking.
He's in,
I know.
the last two.
Yeah, the
It's,
last
I
two.
mean, I get it, but I enjoy it. I really, really love it.
I took
Good.
this summer to watch my Korean dramas. I like my Korean reality shows, so I watched Singles Inferno, which I'm obsessed. And
Isn't that Japanese?
no, it's Korean. It's Korean. Yeah,
Oh.
it's Korean. Oh, and The Boyfriend. So there's Singles Inferno, which is like a dating. It's like the South Korean version of Love Island, but it's so much sweeter and so much more nicer and not as nasty. It gets a little salty and a little sassy and a little messy, but nothing like the stuff that we have here. And then there's The Boyfriend, which is a South Korean dating show, but it's for the gays, the gay boys out there looking for love. I love it. That's what I've been obsessing. And we just watched the new season of Love is Blind, season 10, Ohio.
I watched the Seven Kingdoms. The Game of Thrones is pretty good. Did you watch this?
My brother was telling me to watch it.
Oh, I'm surprised you haven't watched that.
You know why? Because the lead in the previews, he looks so lame. And my brother's like, I know he looks lame, but watch it. He's like, the first episode.
It's not dragons and stuff like that. It's a nice, simple story. That's good.
I will try it.
I got three seasons on The Diplomat. I really like The Diplomat.
Ooh, I gotta watch that.
In terms of movies, y'all need to watch. Have you seen Hamnet?
No.
Seen what?
You want to see one of Hamnet?
No, I haven't watched it.
I haven't heard of it.
Jesse Buckley.
No, I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it
Academy
yet.
Award. She is one of the best performances I've ever seen.
Who? Say the name again.
Jessie Buckley is nominated for Hamnet. It's nominated for Best Picture, Best Supporting Actress, Best Actress. This is some of the best acting I've ever seen in my life.
Hamnet.
I'll watch that. I'll watch it this weekend.
It is. She's blew me away. I saw Pilion, which was Alexander Skarsgård. That's a little indie film that you probably won't watch anyway. But
I love Skarsgård. I love that whole damn family.
Yeah.
I'm just a fan of Alexander. I don't know the rest of them.
I love the brothers.
You know the father. You know Stellan. I love him. Yes, you wouldn't recognize him.
What was he in?
He's been in everything. He was the teacher in Good Will Hunting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that. I've seen Good Will Hunting, of course.
Yeah, he was the teacher that
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's really good. I've been watching all the Academy Award screenings and stuff like that. I have not seen Marty Supreme yet, but I've seen.
I tried
pretty much all the other ones. By the way, I saw Send Help last night.
Who? What now?
Send Help, the movie you guys aren't up on your movies.
I'm not.
Because you've been snowed in, that's right, because we can go outside.
I will say I watched 2 movies over the past week. One, I mean, they're not Academy Award winning. I watched one called Eternity, which was cute. It was like an afterlife type of movie. I think it was not Chris Evans. Who's the other one? Chris Pine? I can't remember. One of them. Just look it up. Eternity. I think it's on Prime. And then I watched Materialists on HBO. It had Pedro Pascal and
Miles Teller is the guy you're talking about.
Oh, Miles Teller, yeah. Eternity. I thought it was cute, little fantasy type of movie. And then I watched Materialists with Pedro Pascal and Dakota Johnson and I forgot who.
I
You
the
guys
was
watch all those
right
rom-coms
away.
like Heated Rivalry. You guys love some heated
Ooh,
rivalry.
child, don't get me started on here.
That's the only thing I was gonna say because
All the women love themselves some Heated Rivalry.
Listen.
You know why? Because the woman who wrote it knows exactly what women want in a romance. And what we like is that slow build to something. You know, how they just started off as just, fucking, and it just builds into like this relationship. And I mean, the shocking was the sex scenes. I did fast forward a lot.
I will agree. Oh, I didn't fast forward. I was just like the first sex scene. I was like, wait a minute, like, and you know me, you know, dirty old TT. I'm sitting there like, is that? Are they? Is this really happening?
The sex scenes were very good. They were done well, but with heterosexual sex scenes, I'm like, do I need to see all of this? I don't. I usually fast forward. But when you think about how it was written, how the actors, their facial expressions, how they relate, absolutely top tier.
Everybody loved
it. My God.
Loved the 3 episodes. I was like, all right, I gotta watch something else.
Listen.
Well, you know what? Even if you fast forward the sex scenes, I still think it's
not
written for women. The story, how it's told, is how women like stories to be told.
Yes, and that's why it's so popular. Mm-hmm. And I will say this again: casting, great.
Those men, I want to know if those were their real butts, because what?
Oof, yes, it was. Listen to me. The first butt scene I saw was like, damn, that's some juicy booties. But I tell you what,
and I know some hockey players.
The way that they did the stories with each episode, how the stories played out, I was just like, again, it was one of those series that it took you, like what I was talking about, Shrinking. It's like it takes you through the gamut of, regardless of they're gay, it just takes you, it's a love story. You've got these people that meet, and it's like even the other hockey, not the 2 main characters, but the other one that
Kip and was it not
the guy that worked at the smoothie place?
That was Kip, but I can't think of the hockey player. He was Hudson, Kip and Hudson.
Like the whole Kip and Hudson story, it was like, oh my God, that was like, if I was like dating again or wanted to put myself back out there, it's like, that would be like how I'd want to like randomly meet somebody. Like I'm just whatever. And it's like, oh my God, you're so cute. And you make googly eyes. And then all of a sudden you see them again and it goes and I absolutely love that. I tell you what, my favorite scene was, I'm coming to the beach house. When he said, I'm coming to the beach house.
I'm coming to the cottage.
The cottage.
I'm coming to the cottage. And I think a lot of people say that, but my favorite is when his father died and he called him. He's like, he texted him and he's like, can I call you? And no, that wasn't the one. But he called him and he went into the tunnel and he's talking to him and he said, just say what you want to say to me in Russian. And when he broke down and it was like, I love you more than I ever loved anybody, and it kills me that I can't tell you.
Soul.
That was my favorite scene.
And my second favorite scene, that was a good scene.
Like
my second favorite scene outside of
I knew I'd get you guys started.
Is when he called his brother, his old raggedy ass brother in Russia, and was like, you can have my apartment in Russia. He's like, you keep that. He's like, and I will set my niece up with a trust fund that you cannot touch. And that is it. He was like, we're done here. I was like,
yeah, it was good. It was I really enjoyed it. I watched it 3 times. Shut up.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris, for bringing that up. We're all hot and bothered now. I'm coming to the cottage.
So I watched Love is Blind Germany.
Me too.
I did too.
Love is Blind Italy.
Me too.
Most of them underwhelming.
Very underwhelming. Even this one, I know we're getting ready to talk about Ohio, but
the brother in was it Germany? That brother in Germany who had the beautiful the dark woman, the big girl that he just totally dissed, totally did not pay any attention to whatsoever. The
I can't
brother.
even remember. I can't even remember.
Oh, so many Love Is Blinds. Where I
Brown,
can't
the
even
brown
remember.
skin woman, and they were together, and then he would not touch her on the whole thing.
I can't.
Oh, yeah, I do remember now. Oh, yeah, ooh, God, that took me back. I completely forgot that one. Yeah, that was horrible. He was disgusting.
This dude.
Just once you see the face.
I gotta see the face. Because I
Um,
watched so many damn Love Is Blind.
That's there's been a lot.
Domestic and international, I'm hooked. And when I get through it, I'm like, okay, next.
Yeah, totally.
next.
Because they're so underwhelming, you forget
Yeah.
definitely, who they are. But
and Italy wasn't anything, and this
Mm-mm.
one is so. This one,
Yeah, Italy
Okay,
was.
let's get into it.
let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So I have the names. Listen,
I'm only. I did you watch the two today?
I did.
I did.
Oh shoot! I only watched. I didn't realize the other two.
Nothing to talk about. Nothing to
Oh,
talk.
Oh, there is something to talk about in this one.
Yeah,
I'm up to episode 9. I'm up episode 9 when he had just told the girl that he wasn't attracted to her.
That was
Chris.
Chris, come on, man! But then why gaslight her the whole way? He was stringing her along, and all of a sudden he's like, "Yeah, you don't work out,
dude."
I told you that from the beginning.
Listen, did this not give you shades of Married at First Sight, where he was? Remember that? I forgot what season it was, but the black couple from where was it? Chicago. Was it Atlanta or Chicago? I think it was Chicago, where they were all lovey-dovey. Like, let's just start with
that was Atlanta. That was that girl. She was like Christian. She was like really Christian and dark skin with the long hair. She was dark skinned.
And she had her fancy house and apartment.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that wasn't Atlanta. That was
Chicago.
Was that Chicago?
I think it was Chicago.
I thought it was like a California city or something.
No, I think it was Chicago.
It was Chicago. Okay.
Chris,
and then she got a new dude who was like,
yes, and they just had a baby. They just had a baby. They're still together, so God bless them.
Wow.
Yep, they just had a baby. Anyway, back to Love Is Blind, Ohio. Chris and Jessica, they were all good, all in love until they got back. And then, when they go see each other's places, and his place wasn't shit, but his place wasn't that bad. His place wasn't bad. It was okay. And then they went to her house. It's immediately when they went to her house, she's an infectious disease physician.
Right. Oh, you think it's an intimidation of like?
I think he was intimidated, and I think he did the classic move. He tried to humble her after he went to her house, and when specifically he went
in
to
the
her
suburbs.
Bedroom, she took him into her bedroom, and her bedroom was magnificent.
Nice.
Her kitchen was magnificent. Her house was friggin' off the chain, which I expected. She's a physician. And she's a specialized physician in infectious disease, which means she makes 10 times more than the average family practitioner or medical, internal medicine doctor. Anyway, enough about that. He flipped the switch as soon as he saw her house and saw what she was bringing to the table. Then the only thing, when they had that discussion on that couch, the only thing that he could pull out of his ass was, I want somebody that does Pilates, or
I'm not attracted to you.
Goes to the gym.
I don't think he was attracted to her. I think after he saw the other women, and
he's obsessed with Aubrey.
He could go up. He thought he could elevate himself up. And even when he talks, I don't think he was intimidated by her, but it could have been a little bit of that too. But because he thought that he was, like when he told that girl, I would take you to the 4 seasons, and these people don't even understand the 4 seasons.
But here's the thing, not to cut you off.
He thought he was something.
He said that to them other bitches. Excuse me. the other ladies, the other women, he couldn't say that to Jessica because Jessica can take herself to the Four Seasons. Jessica,
but the one he said it to, she could take herself to the Four Seasons.
I get that, but there was no way that he was going to be able to. When Chris, what episode are you on?
9.
I'm on 9. I didn't watch the 2 today.
So did you so you saw when they were all at the brewery when they all got together?
No,
that's 10.
Okay, so I'm not going to spoil that for you because on episode 10, Chris showed me everything, told me everything who he was. He made one statement, and we'll talk about that the next time we podcast. And he said a statement. He talked to Bree, but then when he was talking to who was he talking? Oh, he was talking to Alex. No, what's Amber? No, Ashley. He was talking to Ashley. I think Ashley and Alex's girl. He was talking to Ashley, and he said something about himself, and she's like, "I don't know what you mean by that," or "I don't know that person," and he was like, "Whatever." He literally changed his whole tune. So you got to pay attention to that. He is. I can't even talk about it. I don't want to spoil it for you, Chris.
So have you seen? You haven't seen the weddings yet, right?
No, the weddings are the next episodes. So these 2 episodes don't show. The last
one wedding,
one wedding
answer,
and that what we were still waiting on answers. I think Chris doesn't. He knows, like men like Chris know who they can talk to a certain way and who they cannot talk to a certain way, or who they can act a certain way around and who they cannot act a certain way around. Jessica, he knew right off the rip. Once he saw how she was living and that reality hit him, I think he realized there's no way that I can be this alpha male and try to sling my weight around with her, because she's going to probably look at me and be like, boy, please.
Who do you like? What couples do you like? You like the black dude with the dreads?
I will say this, Vic and Christine, I think Vic and Christine are plants. I think Netflix planted them there to be the lone couple, because it's been a minute since we've had successful relationships and successful marriages on Love is Blind. I think they put them there because why didn't they go to Mexico? Why did they send them to Malibu? They tried to say that it wasn't in the budget. Come on, Netflix. We're talking about Netflix money.
Yeah, I thought I might have missed something, but when they were saying that, I just thought that they weren't being filmed or something. No. I didn't realize that they weren't there.
Netflix said that they didn't anticipate there being 7 couples. Because, this was like a first. Usually, it's usually between 4 and 5 couples. Now they had 7 couples.
But they chose the couples.
Exactly. Right. At this point, it doesn't matter. We're talking about Netflix money. You can't come to me or anybody with half a brain cell in their head and say, we got 7 couples. We didn't anticipate 7 couples. Yeah, so we're sending 6 couples to Mexico, and we're going to send that 1 couple with no camera crew, because when they were on their honeymoon in Malibu, you see that it was grainy. They were filming everything on their phones themselves. And
I obviously missed or wasn't paying attention to the
I think they were plants, because I think that was a couple. I don't think they were plants. Let me say this. Let me rephrase this. I think that they didn't anticipate them two hitting it off so well and being like a couple that was probably going to get married and stay together and be together for a long time, for the long haul. And so they decided to separate them from the Mexico honeymoon, because, when I watched the pods and all these couples are engaged, I'm like, oh my God, they seem, initially I was like, these people seem to really get on with each other and like each other.
Oh,
And they
you thought that in the pods? I didn't think none of them. I thought they
I
were
saw
all
that in
full of
the
crap.
pods when they all met with each other. I was like, okay, like the couples that got engaged. I was like, okay, this looks like this might be a world record for Love Is Blind. Like we're gonna have some married couples. Then they went to Mexico and the shit hit the fan. They sent that good couple to Malibu and was like, we ain't gonna have somebody walking out of here married. We're gonna walk out of here with at least 2 marriages. Because all the shit hit the fan when they went to Mexico.
What about Brittany and the other black couple?
Oh, Devontae. Brittany and Devontae, who doesn't know that he's black, half black, I should say.
Because she's half black too, right?
She's Colombian and black. Yeah.
But she knows she's black. Like her daddy's black.
She's the sweetest. She has the best. To me, she has like the happiest attitude.
And she's just absolutely gorgeous.
She's a very cute girl. I love her. She's the only one I really like.
Something's off with him. With him,
don't marry him. He's a serial killer. Leave him alone. He can't communicate.
There's nothing wrong with him. He doesn't like black women. He's not used to. He's only dated white women. He doesn't. He don't care how beautiful she is. She's never going to be attractive to him. He wants a white woman.
But I don't think that he has a personality. Whether he's with her or anybody, when you see him talking to the guys, he's just a dud. He is a dud. And she brings out all the sunshine, and then here he comes, Mr. Gloomy, unhappy.
Yeah. I just want to know, like,
if
this is the pool, like, I have, there's, this whole thing, this hashtag the male loneliness epidemic. If this is,
are you lonely?
Best, what is the male loneliness epidemic that they have now? What did I say?
That's what they're saying.
Yeah. But if this is the best that they can get as far as the dating pool for men, then there's a reason why men are the epidemic of male loneliness is going to continue to rise.
But that's a certain demographic that they're talking about too, with good reason. So I think that's the difference, because what all of those men, okay, let's talk about the liar. The guy who says 1,000 words and says nothing.
And says nothing.
There are so many.
Soccer player. Yes. The soccer coach. The soccer coach, AKA day trader, AKA world traveler. He's a homeless man who, obviously he's a couch surfer. That's what I got off of him. He's a
nomad.
No, there's no such thing. Yeah, you could be a nomad, but you got to have a place. He's always, staying in other people's places.
But the thing is with him, and what's the girl he's with? It's Ashley. Ashley, you are confronting this man. You're saying A plus B does not equal C. You're going from A to Z, then you're in W's, and then you're back to G and H. Nothing is making sense. When something doesn't make sense, it's because it's all lies. So you've already established that he is a liar. You said he says a lot of words, but doesn't say anything. You have that big doubt. Do not attach yourself to them, because this man will have you dead after you marry. He looks like he can kill somebody because he's faking the funk on his life. And what do a lot of men do when they get close to being discovered? They kill the whole family. Don't leave that man alone.
And he had when he met her parents. This is when I would have been like, we're done here. Like, if you can't even tell my parents how long your parents have been married. My parents have been married 50 something years.
And he's
sir, your mother is our age. Like, and the father peeped that right off the bat. He's like, what do you mean your parents were married for or your grandparents were married for
Well, that's what my aunt said.
Yeah, exactly. And because I'm saying to myself, because I'm sitting there trying to do the math, and I'm like, that would mean that your grandparents got married at the age of 10. And that's criminal. And he was still, all he does is he has diarrhea of the mouth. He just talks and talks and talks and talks.
Because he knows that if he just keeps talking, you'll forget about what he just said, and then you'll be moving on to that one, and then he keeps talking, and you'll forget about that. He's just and he
didn't vote.
Gaslighter.
And he didn't vote, but he would have voted for Trump.
Mm-hmm. And the father,
all teeth when he said it.
Mm-hmm. But all of them are, but they're all Republican. All of the people on there, they're all Republican. I don't think, of course, what's her name, Brittany. She might not be.
I think Brittany and Jessica are not.
Jessica is who?
Jessica is the one that was with Chris, the infectious disease medical doctor. I think Jessica.
Oh yeah,
I think Jessica is on our side.
I don't know.
She put that out there real quick.
I'd have to hear her say it.
She's like, I have strong. When they went to Mexico, she looked at him and she's like, we have to discuss our political views. She's like, because I have strong political views. Like she said it to him, and he's like, "Oh, okay." He just brushed it off because he
definitely is a Trump supporter.
Exactly.
Oh, that's what it is.
The way she looked at him when she said it, it was like, There's no.
But she was willing to go with him, though, because he definitely is a Trump supporter. So if she was willing to stay with him on that, she ain't nothing either. Then she would have to say it.
So how do you leave the pods knowing that? How you leave the pods knowing that that's
and you and you come in there. We definitely have to talk about that, and then you stay with him because he is 100%. So no, like I said, I would have to hear her say, "I voted for Kamala."
Oh, absolutely. Or I
don't trust none of them. I don't care what they say.
When it gets to the reunion, I'm gonna need her to have to like literally say something. She don't have to say I voted for Kamala, but she has to say some other shit. Like as a healthcare professional, she's got to say some. Yeah, she's got. Yeah.
What about Bree and there's a Connor?
You gotta watch.
Okay.
Emma and Mike. Emma
but Connor and Bree, I know you're trying to brush over, and I get what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to prevent spoilers.
Up to 9, I'm gonna say it because I don't like her, and I let me just say I don't like anybody. I don't like anybody, and I haven't liked them in the pods. I didn't like them in the pod. The only one I liked was the girl, the black girl, because she just seemed sincere. All the rest of them were
the girl with the dreads, and they're cool.
But do you know what? They didn't really focus that much on them. Do you notice how much airtime they got? They didn't get that much airtime. So I was like unsure on either one of them because he just seemed too good to be true. Like he was too calm. And then if you listen to him, he doesn't say a lot of things that like are really deep. All of their conversations are very, in my opinion, kind of surface level. So I don't feel like I got a real hold on either one of them. But the other couples, I felt like I did. And I really did not like any of the men. The men, they just all seem they said what they had to say to get to the place that they were, but none of them seemed sincere. None of them seemed like...
Well, the big teddy bear guy, he seems sincere.
Oh yeah, and I don't like that girl, but I can't 100%.
Well, we're talking about Amber and Jordan.
Yeah, that's his name, Jordan. Yeah, his name is Jordan. That's horrible. I don't remember anybody's name. I don't like Amber. I didn't like Amber. I did like.
Amber had to produce her driver's license with her date of birth on it because she said she was 33 and the internet went fucking crazy. Was like,
okay, I was also she had
the yeah. We're like 33.
You're more like 43, but not 33. I would say. Listen, when she first came out there, I was like, when she first showed her ass on the show, I was like, oh, we got some old folks on here like our age. We got some Gen Xers. I thought she was 33. I thought she was at least 49, 50. She's 33.
I think
she's not very smart.
I did write down like
practitioner, so she's got
Amber. How old is she? Because damn.
Yeah, she's 33.
Okay, I didn't realize.
Yeah, 33.
But no, I didn't like anybody there. But going back to who was it? That I was just talking about. Was it
You were talking about was it Devontae and Brittany?
no.
Well, Vic and Christine. You were talking about Vic and Christine. Dreadlocks.
No, I wasn't talking about them. Was it Bree and Connor?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you didn't like her.
Like the thing I did not like, that I don't like about her is, and I get it, she's like the pick for those guys. She's, she's that girl. But her father, that whole thing with her father, maybe it was the whole I can sense the republicanism in her, and how, she's like that Midwestern girl, and we are like, this is how I want our life to be, or whatever. It just seemed very shallow. But that's why I thought that her and Chris would make the perfect couple. But that's another.
Well, so does Chris think they're the perfect couple too. Well,
yeah,
I haven't got to
yeah, and I can't wait for that reunion, because I would wonder if something popped off with the two of them. But anyway,
we'll see.
So her being what I guess the alpha in that relationship, that dude that she's with, Connor, is it Connor?
Yeah.
The only reason I didn't like him in the pods is because he just seemed like he was that guy that was just reeks of desperation.
Connor?
Yes.
I didn't see that.
That's how I felt with him, that he reeks of a desperation, and he probably could have had a better pick than her, but I get why he picked her.
I looked at Connor as a self-esteem thing, not desperation. It was a self-esteem, because he's meeting all of these women, and these are established women. Like, when, what do you do for a living, and this and that, and he's like, I just sell dumpsters.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was trying to like put it, like, being very honest right off the rip. I just sell dumpsters. I sell dumpsters. I'm a blue. He was just basically a blue collar guy. Like, I'm not a surgeon. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm just a blue collar guy. So I think he might have been a little bit intimidated. I don't think. Yeah, I think it was an intimidation thing, or his self-esteem was like with what he did for a living. But I thought that Connor was. I think Connor is a good dude.
Like I said, I didn't like anybody, so maybe that was just it. So I read it as desperation. You all read it as insecure.
Yeah, I read it as
the same thing. But
all I'm gonna say is this before we end: Netflix needs to do better, because of the Black folks in this country. Like, you picking, like, really, Kevin? Like, I was so happy. My anxiety went through the roof watching this, with the whole the threesome there with Kevin, Kia, and Tyler, because Kevin couldn't make up his damn mind who he wanted. And I'm saying to myself, Kevin, in the real world, these women wouldn't even boo at you, because you live with your mama, you're taking care of your mama, you're working like a minimum wage job, and this, that, and now you sitting over here with these two accomplished women with real ass careers, and you sitting over here trying to pit these two against each other. Listen to me, that couldn't ended. That ending couldn't ended better for me.
Yeah, well, Kia, I'm glad she said no, but Kia also, she was a little manipulative. She wanted to win. She wasn't kidding. She wanted to win regardless. And then when she won, she was like, I don't want it anyway.
Good.
I like that.
I liked how she played it. I liked how she played it, because what she didn't do, what I was worried about, and which I was praying that didn't happen, was with these two sisters was going to be at each other. They were always pulling each other to the side, having a conversation, giving each other love, and supporting each other. Even though both of them, obviously you can see on their face, the tension was real, but they always made sure that this wasn't going to, we're not going to have no cat fights on here. So when Tyler left and was like, I'm not coming back, she just didn't come back. And Kevin, whatever his name is in the pod waiting for her to come back to have a conversation. And he's like, oh, she didn't show up. And then he went and talked to Kia, and Kia basically told him, do better. You need to work on yourself.
Yep.
But
you shouldn't be here. Like, you shouldn't even be here. You're not in a position to be on Love is Blind, to be a husband.
Can I say one thing?
I'm done.
Slightly in his defense. It is hard. And I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you are attracted to two people at the same time and you have to make a decision. A lot of times you do fumble that bag because you cannot. I'm just saying, I'm just going from my
I get that
experience.
Part, but he made the decision and then he went back on the decision.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. So I was with him up until that point. But when he made the decision, did he make the decision or was it made for him?
For him.
That's where it was. That's where when she was saying, you know, you need to grow up, you need to man up and whatever, because I don't think he necessarily would have made that decision if she didn't push him to that decision. You know what I mean? He probably.
But then why bring her back too? Why bring the other girl back?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right? Exactly. So that's where he messed up. Being confused about the two women, I totally get it. You know, I mean, similar personalities, all of that. Both of them had it. So I got where he was going, but it was that point when I was just like, dude, you're messing up because now you're blowing both of them, because he could have just said, okay, this is it. And then I'm not gonna worry about anything else. So he deserved to be in the spot that he was in, but I understood him up until then.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure that both Tyler and Kia, when they saw his ass at the brewery, was like, girl, thank you, baby Black Jesus, that I didn't accept that proposal. And we both walked away. Hallelujah.
He wasn't bad looking.
Oh, please. Come on, Shahida.
He's not
he's okay.
You could work with that.
No, there was nothing okay about Kevin. No.
What did you say, Chris?
I was like, who is that?
He just was kind of boring. He just doesn't have any dynamic.
No.
Exactly. And then with the right he had a plain, he could have been fixed. No doubt about it. He's not an ugly man. He's not ugly.
I'll let y'all end that on that, because I'm not going to say nothing, because we can go on another half hour, because Kevin is ugly, and I'm going to end it on that.
He's not ugly. He can be fixed. I mean, I don't want to say fixed.
Who the hell wants to fix a man?
Tuned up.
But
he needs to be tuned up.
Exactly. He could be tuned up. He can be spruced up.
His beard, you know.
Girl, the right woman. Exactly. He would be a good looking dude. We've seen that many people on the come up that, you know, somebody else.
I will eat my words after we watch the reunion and come back and talk about it, because if he still looks like Kevin,
but that's just who he is now. He's not with a woman that could, like, you know, or even got with a stylist. Like some people would say, like, you know what, I need to do something different, and then change it up, and then they go and they do all the things. That's all he needs, is all the things. Yeah, he's not ugly.
You don't need a woman to do that. He needs
to do that. That's what I
said.
said. He could do that, but he doesn't know that yet. He doesn't know that he doesn't have a good style.
Hence why when Kia said, you shouldn't have been here, he was not ready for he was not
that
ready.
That was before she saw him. That was in the pods. Yeah. If she had stuck with him or whatever, there have been a couple of people that have gotten on the show. Look at the dude, the very first winners, when that couple, look at how he was then to what he is now, what that woman did for him.
The black wife.
He wasn't like, ooh, look at, I want him. Nobody was looking at that man like that. Now he's scrumptious. So that's all I'm saying.
I wouldn't say he's scrumptious.
He's handsome. He looks good.
He looks good.
He looks damn good.
He tuned him up.
Right.
Big time. And so, you know, the right person in your ear, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the woman you're dating with. It could be a friend, you know, that say, you know what, dude, you need to let's try this or whatever. Somebody, because that's what I would do for him. But, you know, I don't think he's ugly. Like, I don't think he's ugly.
Ooh, child, he ugly. Sorry.
When is the reunion? Next Wednesday,
week.
right?
Next week. I think the reunion they said was either March 3rd.
March 4th, I think.
No, March 4th is the next show, the weddings, and then so the reunion would be after that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
The reunion will probably be on a Sunday night.
Wednesday, yeah. So Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. No, that's the weddings are this Wednesday, which is the 4th, and then the reunion will probably be. It's usually on a Sunday. The reunions are usually on a Sunday night, so maybe that coming Sunday.
Okay.
All right,
ladies.
That it?
That's it. Do we do the outro?
Oh my God. Good night.
Oh, I thought you were stopping it. I was giving the outro. And here you are still recording.
Okay. I don't know where you're gonna put this. Should I send this to you?
You send me the link. We're still recording. Did you stop it?
I did. It said in record. Oh, maybe I didn't.
It's still going.